Probably one of my favorite games ever made is Plants vs. Zombies.
I mean, I have multiple videos on it, and I mean, just look at the gameplay and the art style. There's almost just nothing like it. But there's one problem. This plant, the sea shroom. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a cute plant, and probably one of the best designed. I mean, just look at his little face. But in-game, it's kind of bad. Sure, he costs nothing, but has such a long cooldown. It has a 30-second cooldown. And if you're let's say you're playing a fog level and you're focused on your sun production, because slow sun production in fog levels is pretty slow. And then the problem arises when you're collecting your sun, you have some in the water, and that's all you have. And then you hear a splash, which means a zombie just entered the water. You have your fog, you can't see it, and so you just put down a sea shroom. You're like, hey, cost 0, cost something. I continue, setting up all my puff shrooms on land because they have such a slow recharge. But then your sea shroom just doesn't start shooting yet. Now, think about that. Why is it not shooting? Should be shooting. There should be a zombie right there in front of him. And then the zombie comes out of the fog and it's in the wrong lane. And now you have to wait 30 seconds for that zombie to come through. And if you mess it up at all, you're almost certainly, dead. Or your sun producers are dead, and that is, now you're just losing sun because, you are just, a zombie's just eating all your sun production. And that's really bad. So, again, and puff shrooms, let's say, puff shrooms, they cost nothing as well, and they recharge really fast. Lily pads cost 25, and they also recharge really fast. So if you just spend 25 sun, you get a 5-second recharge instead of a 30-second recharge, but it costs some sun. So if you accidentally make a mistake and you need to recover from it, that's so much better than using a sea shroom, which could have already had a zombie breach your defenses or something that would be really, really bad. Of course, There's also, of course, counters and everything to what I'm saying, but still, I just feel that a problem arises that sea shroom is just not a very good plant. Everyone says, oh, cactus is the worst plant in the entire game. Sea shroom has 0 relevancy. You use him probably once or twice in the entire game. And that is a very rare occasions. The only time, and I'm talking the only time I ever used him was the first time I played the game, and I tried to use every plant because I thought they all were useful, and then I used him, and I was like, this guy sucks. He's absolutely horrible. One of the worst plants ever. He is an exact copy of Puff Shroom, but just in the water, too. Which means he can only attack 4 tiles in front of him. Each shot is equal to 1 pea shooter damage. Which, just, spend 50 sun on getting a Scaredy Shroom in the water. Because it's so much better than, Sea Shroom. The only time I think I ever used him recently was 2 years ago, and that was because I had to deal with a bunch of Dolphin Riders, and I just accidentally picked him. It just happened, and so I had to just proc a Dolphin Rider zombie, to stop it from jumping. And he's useless. He's pretty much useless in the pool levels because why would you use any other mushroom besides Gloom Shroom and maybe Magnet Shroom? Gloom Shrooms are so strong, they just do so much damage. Sea Shrooms, you're planting it in the water, which means that it only has the 18 lanes that are there. That's it. That's all it has. And that's in 2 worlds. One world, it actually costs 0. In pools, it costs 75 because you have to wake it up with a coffee bean. And Puff Shroom, that also makes them cost 75. So, Puff Shroom and Sea Shroom are basically useless in daytime unless you want Meat Shield. But why choose Sea Shroom as a Meat Shield? Honestly, what is really needed so bad in early pool levels where you can't just stop them with a Tango Kelp or something in the water lanes? Realistically. Or put down a Squash. I mean, you can always do that in fog, but you never want to lose your sun production in fog levels. But if you make a bad mistake, then you have to pay a really bad price for that, and that just, it's not good. And let me just like give you guys some examples, okay? Okay, so I have like my hacks on a different screen. So, you know, I have like free planting, whatever. I cleared off the fog. So whenever the game pauses like this, that's just me. So basically, you can see I put down C-Shroom. You can see his long recharge time. It takes freaking forever, or what feels like forever to recharge. You know, 30 seconds doesn't seem like a lot, but in game that's kind of a lot of time. And later on, I'll return the fog and everything. But basically, like, look at that. Let's say you make a mistake, you put him down, and that's the recharge time you have to wait for. And then, like, you know, the zombie's just cruising along, just to like, oh, I'm cruising along, I'm a little zombie. Like, that's not something you want to happen in your game and everything. You can see right now, I'm just killing all these zombies. I will return the fog later. I think, yeah, it's right about now. Yep, here comes the fog. And you'll see here, I start killing all the zombies and everything. I turn on my, I turn off free planting so that, you know, it's, there's actual recharge time. So yeah, the zombie appears, put down the C-Shroom, it's like, oh, now I have to wait the 30 seconds for, you know, for another C-Shroom, you know, I'm supposed to kill it, oh, just put down lily pad and squash, you know, or put down like a tangle cup if you have him, whatever, you know. Well guys, that's pretty much everything I've wanted to say in this video. I know it was a pretty short one, it was only like just over 5 minutes, you know. I could talk about PvZ2 C-Shroom, but I've never used him. I know you can use him on land now. It's so weird. I'm not a big fan of, hate's a strong word. I'm just not a big fan of PvZ2. I play it, you know, I've been and stuff. Whenever I go see my grandparents, my grandpa, he loves that game so much. He actually kind of introduced us into Plants vs. Zombies because he had it on his Xbox 360. And he has almost every Plants vs. Zombies 2. Like, it's the only thing he does, pretty much. And that, and watch, like, old TV shows from, like, when they were black and white and everything. And so, you know, I'll still play that one. It's just, he doesn't have C-Shroom. And I kind of want to try it out, you know. Like, I kind of want to try it out before I do anything. Whatever, you know, make it a little bit more fair of judgment before I make, like, a part 2 on this on the PvZ2 Security Shroom. Anyways, I hope you all have a good day. Are you subscribed? Hey guys, him_180 here. Just as a reminder, if you guys ever, and I mean ever, want to support me, you can always like and subscribe because that helps me out a ton. It's totally free, and I mean just look at this percentage. Do we really want that to be it? Like, you guys watch my videos and you're not subscribed? You guys are insane. I know this is like every single YouTuber's videos, but like, please, just consider it. It helps me out a ton. And, you know, I don't want you guys missing my videos. My videos are quality content because even though I work on a phone, I still do prestigious stuff.